Okay, here we go. All right, all right. Listen, everybody. Without further ado, man, this is another episode of the DTI Takeover Radio Show. You know we doing our thing like we always do. If you don't know what DTI stand for, I'm gonna go ahead and put it down for you right now. That stands for Desire to Inspire. And here at the DTI Takeover Radio Show, we always make sure that we do our best to spotlight, to highlight, and to showcase those that have inspired us and those that look to be an inspiration for all of you all. So it's no difference today with the show that we have got going on today. Before we get started, I want to make sure though that you tune in every week to the DTI Takeover Radio Show on Total Entertainment Radio every week from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. We got 2 episodes every week. And then on weekends, you can hit us up. You can check us out on the DTI Takeover Radio Show from 10 to 12, only on Total Entertainment Radio. Thank you to everybody that's been following us, that's been rocking with us all the way from the beginning. If you're new to this area or new to the Total Entertainment Radio space, be sure to check us out on all of our social media. You can catch us on Facebook at Total Entertainment Radio, on Instagram at the Total ENT Experience, or check out our website at www.totalentradio.com. Or if you're old school with it, give us a call. Give us a call at 313-217-1588. I gotta make another major announcement. Make sure y'all go download the app. We've been getting a lot of feedback from Apple and Google, right? That people have been at least searching for our app. So make sure you download it. Download the app onto your phone, and you can listen to all of our talk shows, all of our music 24 hours a day on the app. So make sure you get the app. We're going to get the show started today. Like I said, once again, I'm your host, DJ Dr. Missionary, man. And I'm kind of excited. I ain't even going to lie. I'm kind of excited for the guests that we have on today. For those that been following me personally, right? Y'all know that we just got done shooting the reality show, The Real Entrepreneur. And I was really blessed to meet a lot of cool, talented people. And this guest that we have today is definitely one of the coolest and one of the most talented on The Real Entrepreneur show. And now that I can go ahead and release the news, I can let y'all know he is the actual winner of season 3 of The Real Entrepreneur. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring on our guest, Mr. Weslie Alberty. Ooh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Put the garnish on it. Perfect.
You liked it? You liked it? Hey, I'm getting my Italian on, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Love it. Thank you so much. Yeah.
No problem. I want to talk to the listeners, right? Because even our live viewers or the people that's going to view this broadcast later on, whether it's on our radio station or on our social media, I really want to be clear that for one, you are everything that we introduce you to, right? But I want to lay it out clear to them what one of the most, I believe, one of the most gifted things that you do, right? And that is visual storytelling, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us a little bit more about you as a visual storyteller?
Yes, sir. So like you see on screen, my name is Weslie Alberty, and I am the owner of NOSHI Labs. So as Sir DJ said, I am a visual development artist. So NOSHI Labs, I focus on the 3 C's. I say comics, cartoons, and collectibles.
Okay.
So visual storytelling, it could be anything from simply just getting things across visually for education or information purposes, all the way down to film and TV production. The pipeline of turning that draft into the visual things that you're going to see on screen.
And man, are you talented at it? Like we got to see a lot of your work on the show, and I thought that it was important for us to connect with you, right? Because in our realm of business, we see a lot of people that have a lot of stories to tell, right? But the part that they get stuck at is really how to tell it. And you alluded to it, you know what I'm saying, when you was talking about bringing, those scripts to life. As a script writer myself, right? Most of the stuff I bring to life is on stage and like theater, right? Or as a live show, right? Can you explain to us how the difference in how you bring those kind of stories to life?
Yeah, most definitely. So I don't know. I just did a little just instant roadblock right there.
Okay.
I don't think I'm like too different from everybody, but in the sense of like, yeah. But in the sense of animation, you know what I mean? I think that illustration is such a powerful tool because you have things like live action, where you need the physical people, you need a set, you need to record, then you need to edit and do the effects.
Oh,
the beauty of cartoons, for better or worse, is that you can imagine anything that you want.
And you don't have to pay actors.
Sorry, pardon?
And you don't have to pay actors.
Sure. You don't have to pay actors. You know what I mean? And that's why everybody's moving on to using the machines, the machine learning and all that. But, throughout history, that's why you get artists like I. And we take the life experiences that we have and then we emulate it through visual art.
How long have you been doing visual storytelling?
At the time of this recording, I'm 28, so I've been drawing my whole life. Wow, but I didn't start taking it seriously until like senior year of high school, respectfully, when I was like, oh, well, what am I gonna do?
Right? So, we are.
I lived in LA for a few years. I mean, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but Tampa Bay native. I mainly reside in Georgia, Gwinnett County. So I'm a Gwinnett native, at this point for a minute, but living in LA and just going across America, I got to learn a lot. I got to see a lot of studios, see a lot of schools that do the stuff that I do. You know what I mean?
So is that how NOSHI? Is that how NOSHI Labs got birth?
Oh yeah. So you know what? Yeah. Let's just start off on that. And do you want to present to them what we see on the screen, or you want me to just tell them?
This your world, Wes. I told you.
Okay, cool.
School us, because
Yes, sir. So as Dr. M, what we wanted to do for Total Entertainment, we've been talking for a minute, before presenting this show. This is officially the first interview / like draw along. Whoever's watching, if you feel inspired to cook up, this is the work along. The episode 1 work along interview, podcast. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be simultaneously drawing while we just chop it up. You know what I mean? So right now, I got Photoshop in front of me. Pardon?
What we looking at?
Oh, yes. So this is just some artwork that I had. This character, these characters are called Void Trippers. And, I got a whole lore that I'm developing with them, just like they're cosmic ninjas. And their job is to close off unstable rifts in this universe. So this is a piece of concept art that I developed. Now the complete thing you're seeing is just an ad. This is my Patreon, and I like to show you that this was a illustrated piece first on the right, and then I put the color version on the left. So the piece itself is concept art for that idea of the Void Trippers. So this is just one of the strongest pieces I have so far. So I'm glad to blow it up.
That looked good for concept art.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, and the thing is like we call it concept art just because it's art of concept,
right?
And it could be something just simple, or it could be a finished piece. But I put myself in that practice of illustration as concept artist because we really are imagining another world that we don't exist in. So my job as a concept artist is I want to try my best to convince you that this is somewhere that exists.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So yeah,
that's
definitely.
Tight, Wes.
Appreciate you, man. Let me save this. Yeah. So I think that's a great way to open up about NOSHI Labs. I'll run it back real quick about just where I'm from, and then and I'm gonna just get to painting. So yeah, and this is practice for me too. Just simultaneously, I grew up in church family, so we were always yapping and just working at the same time.
I think.
Yeah. So on the interview, get to see my face. Cool. I'm gonna put the camera down now. So
wherever you want to go, I'm gonna talk it out anyway. Because I think one of the coolest things about this is that we get to see you at work, right? Developing a concept. In real time. I think the one thing that I'm really hoping that, especially out in our area, we're headquartered in the Detroit area, right? But with technology being the way that it is and how we're innovating and making things possible, I really want you, Wes, to be working with some people especially up here, because we're so heavy in the film game, right? in college, I remember taking, I had film a few film what's the word that I'm looking for? Electives that I had to take, for my degree. And I remember learning a lot just about how films were made, or even how animated films were made, right? And the thing is, man, it's some money in that animation, man.
Yes,
like
sir.
billions of dollars, like for a long time, like the most top viewed films were cartoons. You know what I'm saying? Shrek and all of the Shreks and all of stuff like that or whatever. So I feel like, especially us as a people, with the stories that we have to tell, if we can incorporate the visual into that, right, then we can really bring some soul, right, to this animation. I think the one thing that I love about you, Wes, is your perspective of developing something that is unreal, right, but presented it as if it is a real thing, or a real place, right? As I look at what you're drawing now, what is this? What are we looking at?
You know what? So, I wanted to come with a plan so that I could be streamlined and just get something going. Okay. I wanted to make like a, you call it a citadel. Maybe it's like a main hub. This is in the valley, some type of valley in some outer worlds. And I wanted to show you like the Voyager on your pathway to head into the citadel. I don't got too much.
This, West?
No. Yeah. So I had this. I sketched out a little thumbnail. As we say in the art world, the thumbnail is like the size of thumbnail, just a small, little doodle. So and then just I was on a website called ArtStation, just looking at other concept art. So I already have like an idea. I'm already warmed up, if you will, and just just building some type of environment. Yeah.
I love it. Let's get warmed up.
Yeah. So definitely just the pathway to Citadel. I was thinking more, maybe there'd be more danger. I'm like, nah, yeah. But
it's one thing to do this with pen and paper, right? But to watch you do this on a computer or a pad, man, that's amazing to me, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So, for the people that are looking, I'm just getting something. So what you see on screen right now, my camera's stationed, but I'm using a Cintiq 22 HD. This is what they call a pen display.
Okay.
So for the people, you have your digital art program, and then you could use a graphics tablet. Now you've seen it before. A graphics tablet is just like it's a slab with the digital pen, and you hook it up, and there's no screen. You just place it in front of you, and you'll do that. The pen display, it's its own screen. Okay. So what I'm doing right now is it's mimicking just what's on here. I have it as a second screen right now, but it's basically a screen that you could draw on, and I'm using a pen.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Wow. Okay.
Definitely. Okay. So So I'll start where we were. Now, so I am from Tampa, Florida. Tampa Bay represent 813.
Okay.
Grew up in evangelist family. My father was a pastor. And I grew up Free Methodist.
Okay.
And I always that's my main storyline is church. But I always open it up with that because the arts were very heavy in my upbringing.
Really?
Yeah. So, growing up in church, especially as pastor's kid, it's like, my mom, of course, I was participating in all the plays. There's a few times that, I could sing a bit. So there's times where, I had to sing.
Wait a minute, Wes. You ain't tell me that now. Wait, you was in the play, man?
You can't. Hey, don't let them know. I can't just put all the sauce at once. Oh yeah, man. So yeah. Well, I think church is a great hub for that. Just everything from performing arts, music, visual art. It was the hub, and I shout out. I grew up in a church called Celebration. Celebration Free Methodist Church in Tampa Bay.
Okay.
And they were just very heavy on the arts and community as well. Wow. For a lot of people that don't know, there's different denominations, but Methodism is heavy on acts of service. So you know, mainly under the Baptist umbrella, it's like it's a lot of acts of service. So if you don't want to serve, then just don't bother. To be honest. It's a lot of serving, but it was great, you know, because we were very community, very community, and I felt like I was protected through the grace of God, but I did not realize like that the church I grew up in was a safe house as well from the realities that I was blessed not to have to.
You say that, yeah, like the church I grew up in, very, very similar, and it's like, especially when you're so involved, right? Then you don't realize how much stuff that you're being shielded from the outside. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, Wes, the first play that I wrote was for my church.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. The first play I wrote was for my church. I started out in the church choir, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much anything that I could do. And, you know, I'm a little bit older. So, you know, when we were venturing out into the performing arts, everybody didn't really accept it.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, especially when we start doing stuff like dancing or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But my church was a place that was fortunate enough, you know, to be able to accept that and accept that as an expression. And I guess my church just kind of figured like, we'd rather y'all be doing it in here than doing it
sure.
else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's kind of ironic though, that, you know, you getting your start off similarly in how it's led to what you're doing now. Let me ask you something. When did you first start NOSHI Labs?
So let me I'll speed up a little bit. Yeah, so you know, church family, you know, cool arts, all that. Now zoom in, you know, I feel like Spider-Man because I'm gonna skip real ahead. No, so back in 2008, you know, my dad wanted to pursue his own church. So we moved to Georgia, and he made his own church called Jesus Mi Amigo. It was a great time. But unfortunately in 2010, he got kidney cancer. So we came back to Florida, and you know, he transitioned there. Wow. You know, so so that was a canon event. Lost my dad around 13. But I was raised by a village. You know, my mom's cool and my family's cool, you know, so there's that. Now I had to say all that because in 2011 we moved to we moved back to Georgia. We moved to Grayson, Georgia. Okay. And so trying to think, back in I believe 10th grade, I really liked the you know, I'm into like pop culture stuff, you know, video games, all that stuff, you know. I like the Japanese culture, and it just aesthetically, you know, for the stuff I do, just video games and comics and manga. So I like the word tanoshi. So tanoshi, you know, like the Japanese language, just like Spanish, you know, some words can be interpreted in different ways. Tanoshi can mean like happy or joy. But yeah, so I called myself Tanoshi, but it, you know, it was kind of like saying feliz in Spanish, like, oh, my name is Joy.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, okay.
Sure. I didn't really use it as like, oh, my name is Joy. It was more like, no, Tanoshi just sounded cool. You know what I mean? Because like in English we could say like Tanoshi, but it's Tanoshi. So I used to call myself Tanoshi Plus. Okay. You know, I had a bunch of different names, like you know, I would call myself Dr. Wes, and you know, just like electronic artists. I was heavy on electronic music too, so I would always like to make monikers. And you know, just some artists I listen to, you know, they would make like different names for themselves and all that. So so I would call myself Tanoshi Plus. But then as I kept going, I just wasn't crazy about Tanoshi, so I just took off the TNA and that's Noshi.
I'm going to say, and then just kept the Noshi.
Yeah, just kept the Noshi. So that's an
interesting story, Wes. I ain't even gonna lie.
Man.
I remember being on a show like, what is a Noshi? What is Noshi?
Right. You know, it's funny. It's funny every time that I look up the translation. Noshi translate to like shrimp bread. Or something like shrimp bread. I don't know if that's accurate in Japanese, but that's pretty funny. I'm like shrimp bread. But then you have some people in my life where I got some people, they call me Yoshi. You know what I mean? They just don't want to, I guess, say Noshi. So I got some people call me Yoshi.
I see it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you're good.
I see what you're doing.
Oh, right now with the
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 path. Yeah. I didn't even know what that was like. So I saw the lines, but I didn't know what it was until you just turned it brown.
yeah, for sure. So so we're developing the valley. The I, I'm gonna let myself cook. I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm already going to say what I don't like, but
Okay.
it's funny, man, because that'll be another. Or I'll get to that after about me. But in this phase of my life, man, I'm really just trying to get more uncomfortable with the perfectionism thing. Like, when whoever sees my stuff, you'll look through my catalog and you'll see that there's like a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah.
As I'm like getting older, I'm just, trying to get more loose and trying to output more. There's definitely some things that I've been doing that I could have had done already.
Okay.
But it's just like the level of quality that I've been doing has not made a difference on the impact of the artwork. Let's say it like that. So like, yeah, I'm just, so I'm just trying to do something different. But digital painting on the fly like this helps me just like real painting, just get uncomfortable. Like, because what I'm actually about to do is you could see on the right, there's the layers.
Okay.
Like, here's my layer panel. So like I can lift that up and do all that. What I'm actually about to do is I'm about to flatten some of these layers so that I don't have a choice.
Okay.
Because just like regular painting, there's no layers in real life. So that's something I like to do.
Right.
Yeah. And it's just like I compare it to music, like having a synthesizer or a beat machine. It's like a limited tool set helps you just go streamline it and reach a result.
Yeah. And that's funny, you know what I'm saying? Because, to piggyback off of the show, right? I felt like for everybody, that might have been the one biggest lesson that unanimously we all learned, you know what I'm saying, from going through the challenges on that show, right?
Yeah.
It's how to press on and just get a result. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Right.
How much has that played in the role in your work since you gotten back from the show?
Honestly, it's helped me just make decisions. I feel like we battle about, and I said it that way because it's like we battle as humans about like, what to do. People are like, I want to make better decisions. I wasn't diagnosed hyperactive, but I'm definitely actively hyper. So so I say it like that in the sense of I get decision fatigue, if you will.
Yeah. Okay.
And I say it like that, like like anyone ADHD, it's like a lot of times people relate where it's like you're so worried about the things that you can't do when you're doing something, and then you end up doing nothing.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, one, we don't have time for that.
Right.
It's not like a go thing, but I'm saying just psyche wise, where I'm like, okay, we can really just do something else or do something like, okay, if you're stressed out, like, oh no, actually, you know what? Let's use Monday as a great example, man. I was just in my head, bro, went through some crap. And I got up, did some chores, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work on an art book that I'm dropping, whenever it's done. Okay. But I was just getting fatigued because my head just wasn't in the right place. So I said, you know what? What else was on my mind? I was like, okay, my homeboy, I was gonna help him set up his dance pad. Where we play a game called Dance Dance Revolution on the computer.
Okay.
Or we play it's a simulator. We play a game called In the Groove. So I'm gonna call it that. So I was helping him set up that machine. So I was like, hey, you know what? I hit him up. He said, yo, come through. I spent the afternoon with him. Then I had to go to Home Depot, get a new lawnmower. That's a whole nother story. But yeah. So that I was like, all right, let's do something. Let's just do something. So
that's so crazy you said that, Wes, because like for real, I feel like I be going through the same. I'm still on the crutches. You feel what I'm saying?
Sure.
And it's like, I got stuff to do, right? You know what I'm saying? But I already know I can't do it at the level that I'm used to doing it because I'm on crutches. So a lot of times my mind tell me like, all right, just sit still and relax. But like I said, since we got back from the show, my whole goal has been just to get up and do and get something done, get something completed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It
Right.
can take a little bit longer, or if it don't go the way I think it's supposed to go, right? You know what I'm saying? Getting something, done. I think the one of the coolest things that really, got my attention with you, right, is seeing how you balance this your artistic mind with your business mind, right? Can we talk a second just about how your business your business, what's the word that I'm looking for? Oh Lord, I'm drawing a blank. Your business instincts. Can we talk a little bit more about your business instincts, right? And your instinct to generate income from what it is that you do.
Yeah, you know what? So that plays into just what we're talking about, because honestly, I have kicked into gear since the show. I'm 28, like I said. So I can't tell you that I've been on the most streamlined path, man. Your 20s and stuff. So honestly, I've the past year or two is really when I started tightening up. I'm gonna keep, I'm keeping it 1,000 with you, man.
Okay.
So to kind of answer that, how am I blending in now? Is, let's say, on the emotional side, like I said, I was like, okay, let's stop looking at every analytic, stop looking at every metric, stop looking at every engagement, and produce, because I think that when you output, you're going to get a reaction, which is what you want, right? As you're going to get your validation,
right?
And you're going to get a reaction. It could be a metric reaction, or it could just be a new supporter, things like that. So you're going to get it. I'm like, all right, we need to just produce. And then on that side too, I'm like, I'm getting better. Like what I'm doing right now with the book. I'm like, okay, we need to set time aside, even if it's a few pages. This art book is going to be, like an experience. I didn't just want to paste the, it's going to be the artwork pasted on there, but I'm making it more alive, where it's not just like, no, and I don't want to sound like I'm disrespecting anything, but it's like not just a PDF of just you slap the images on there and export it. I was like, no, I want to make it like, I'm gonna make a little about page. I'm gonna make, some background. I'm gonna make, some edits and stuff.
And the whole story.
Yeah, because with these art books, well, I just tell y'all on here, it's gonna be called Initial Report. But it's going to be a series, and I want to make a few under the Initial Report umbrella, because I have about 200 to 300 pieces of media that I'm going to put in those books. So I've been told by professionals at the level that I'm at today, which we're going to look back at this podcast. I'm going to be in a whole different place. You know what I mean? You too.
Oh yeah.
And but right now they said, okay, bro, look, you got some writer dies. Make bite-sized stuff at an affordable rate, and then down the road, I'll make the NOSHI Plus complete 300-page big old book. Yeah. But right now, I said no. We're gonna keep it at like 40 pages.
There you go.
We're gonna keep it about like 40 pages or something a book, and then I'm probably gonna make about 2 to 4 editions of Initial Report. I'm planning. Okay. There's gonna be Initial Report. There's gonna be Second Report. I don't know what I'm gonna call the other ones, but yeah.
Well, you'll figure it out, man. I ain't even worried about it. Yeah, I ain't
for sure. Yeah. So
I'm seeing these layers develop, right? Like,
preaching it, man.
Up in that blue, or that powder blue, right? Before you started coloring, right? And I guess that'd be the crazy thing, man, when I be watching you work, right? Because it looks like you see the final, or close to the final rendition,
right?
When you just drafting it up, you know what I'm saying, in pencil, like, because I could not see the layers. Like, I was when you first said layers, I'm like, what layers is he talking about, right? But now that you done colored it in, you know what I'm saying, I see it. But I feel like that's how your mind, from my limited time of knowing you, that's really how your mind works, right? You know what I'm saying? You can see the end even before it comes. So I want to ask you real quick, you know what I'm saying? What do you see as the end for you?
The end in life, or here?
The end in your visual storytelling. Like where's that big pinnacle at for you?
Oh, you know what? So it's a bit complicated, man, now in my life, because it's like I wanted to hit the big screen, or I'm saying wanted, like it ain't gonna happen. It's like I want to hit the big screen, man, but I'm just focusing on hitting a screen.
I feel
and I say that because man, look, it's like this industry it's it's not. I'm not saying that it's not our game to play, but you got to play their game. So what I mean is that like I don't think NOSHI Labs is Hollywood. I think I could make it. I think I could participate in Hollywood, but I don't think NOSHI Labs practices what Hollywood practices. You know, so I'm saying that right now. That's just where I am in my heart. You know what I mean? And what I mean is that, you know, so there's that side. So when I say the big screen is, I know that there's a lot of twists and turns you got to make to get it greenlit on the Hollywood screen, but we're going to be on a screen. We're going to be on a big screen. So that's
probably going to be our own screen.
Yeah, it's going to be our own screen. You know what I mean? So yeah, right. So, you know, I'm going to be on the black screen. Right. So yeah. So that's my goal, man, is I want to make a feature film cartoon, you know, feature length cartoon. That'll be one of the checkpoints, man. But on the other side is, and go back to what I was talking about, NOSHI Labs is, I just draw, but as I started developing my business and my skills and all that, I was like, okay, you know, NOSHI Labs is a multimedia house.
Right.
So multimedia house, you know what I mean? So when I say comics and cartoons, you know, we do animations, but we also do comics. But you know, whoever else God's gonna put in my life, people like you, you know, we can that can open up many doors of like, okay, now we do podcasts, or now we
right. Especially as we begin to develop a network, right, with like-minded people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of people don't really, and that's why I wanted you on the show. Like a lot of people, it's a lot of people that's just not even aware that things like this are possible, let alone the tools that it takes and the programming that it takes, right, to make it possible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know kicking it with you, right? Like I said, even from being on the show, you know, one of the things that I was most impressed with you was me even not coming from that background, you still being able to explain what you're doing in the way that me not coming from that background, I can still understand and see what's going on. And you know, I'm still under the impression that knowledge is power. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Amen. Right.
Things that we learn and the more new things that we develop, the more powerful we become as people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
I might never draw a cartoon myself, but the fact that I got a friend of mine, right, that knows how to bring that story to life, man, that's just a power in itself. You never know what can be developed out of it. I know me and you have talked personally, right, just about how we wanted to be more in control, more in control of the types of messages that we sent out. You know what I'm saying? To talk about those sort of subject matters that possibly get overlooked, to bring about a unity, you know what I'm saying, amongst people that we don't see as often. So for me, man, if it's anything that I want to accomplish, especially with us, it's that, you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, even being on the show, I think that was a jump start in starting that unity, you know what I'm saying, between each other. We in two different states, you know what I'm saying, and we came together, and not just you know, some of the other contestants. I've been in contact with Terasaya, you know, he down in Atlanta, you know, Chosen and Carly and all of them, and we as far north as New York and as far south as Georgia, right? But at the same time, you know, we were able to come together and have a camaraderie and build business relationships. So if we can do it, then we can spread it and get more people, you know, involved in doing it, man.
Most definitely, man.
I don't know how much longer we got. Do you know where people can follow you on social media?
Yes. So it is IG is NOSHI, that is NOSHI _PLUS.
NOSHI _plus.
Yes, sir. NOSHI _plus. That's my main hub. You know what I mean? So through there you could find my link tree where I got my portfolio and all that. You know what I mean?
Okay, so, and then they can find y'all make sure y'all
follow. How much time I could really just tighten up real quick and just
dog, you know, like this, look, man, I want to know what this remind me of, like those opening shots of like the Power Rangers.
Yeah, appreciate it. Real quick, sorry, let me interrupt you real quick. What I'm gonna do, what y'all see on screen right now, I'm gonna flatten these layers real quick. I'm gonna just hit merge visible. Now, as you see with the painting process, now it's all flattened like a real painting. Now I don't have a choice but to work over what I have. You know what I mean? So, like, let's say in a 3-hour demo, you know, you'll see it all come. But I'm I'm always start working much faster now. But yeah, let's keep chatting.
So you started it all out in layers, and then you merged them together, and now you sort of like look like you're smoothing out the whole picture.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. We're doing the rendering now. You know.
Oh, that's what you call it, rendering.
Yeah.
Y'all pay attention. He rendering.
So, but yeah. So about this is just I'll tell young cats or just aspiring artists, they're like, oh man, how do I get into this? I said, some people they believe, oh, it's 1,000 hours. I tell them, I said, look, you can make just eye-catching, breathtaking stuff tomorrow. You can make it right now. Just follow a good tutorial. But what I tell people is that when it comes to telling a story, that's where it gets a bit trickier. You know what I mean? Because you do yeah, like you do need to live some life. You know what I mean? So I tell that to the cats. You know what I mean? Just like live life, listen to people, man, listen to their stories, sit down, slow down with your people. You know what I mean? Because that's a great way to communicate with your team, but also just live life. That's what I say. Because sometimes with art too, there's a lot of doing nothing. Sometimes it's about, as this one as some great artists say, sometimes it's about going out and doing community, but sometimes it's about just doing nothing, letting your brain sit. You know what I mean? Sometimes if you have an idea that is so it's in your head, you know what I mean, you're thinking about it so much, it's like, yeah, let it out. But sometimes, yeah, you do need to let your ideas cook. You know what I mean? And I told
that's deep, Wes. That's deep for me, man. Because I'm big on productivity. You seen the way I move. I like to get it done. You know what I'm saying? And so I really don't spend too much time letting my mind just cook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I can see how you would see how important that is, especially in what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The more you let it cook, the better those ideas sort of simmer.
Right.
What's that?
Oh yeah. So now, I mean, for the sake of for the sake of the video, I'm just adding some extra little details to give you an idea of like what are these formations? You know what I mean? So I wanted to at least flesh that out. So this is what I was thinking about with this like citadel. I'm like, okay, you got these giant pillars. Now imagine when you get all the way over there, it's a pretty tall foundation.
Right.
There's a pretty tall foundation. Then I wanted this machine up here to be like the main hub. Maybe in this world, maybe they got to connect to the space outer reaches. So you got these giant hubs, and you got to go all the way over there. So that's what I was making, just with this giant area right here.
That's creative, man.
So I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna lighten that up a bit to give more of an illusion that is far away, more of that blurriness,
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah. So and then
that's
let's
tight.
see. This need to be a little. This definitely need to be darker. So I'm going to apply.
Wes, you flew through this, dog.
I appreciate it, my man.
Like you flew through that.
Let's see.
Oh
yeah, you'll see. So showing y'all too. There's some strategies that I like to do to for the lighting. Like this digital art hack. I I applied a layer, I applied a mask over it, and then I'm erasing. So let's say up here, I don't think we need too much of that up here, but back, yeah. So
it almost like portrait-y.
Yeah. So right here, your eyes already getting that idea of okay, this is far away. Now, I tell people like if you've been doing it for a minute, then yeah, I recommend it. But like now, I'm finna go and change the colors. So definitely just practice, do what you like. You know what I mean? But with that is play, do the process, do the thing, do what works. Because what I'm doing right now, it's like, it's convincing, but you got to see the actual process. Like I didn't just do all these effects first off. I wanted to show y'all, they're like, okay, no, he actually drafted these things out.
Right. You ain't just go effect after effect and come up with something.
Right.
You did this from scratch.
Yeah. So you know, because it's like if it's for a client, you know, you work in a studio and all that. It's like yeah, do what you got to do. It's a job. You know what I mean?
Right.
But in this
Be a
case,
job. Yeah.
yeah, but in this case, it's like, you know, but for learning and doing what you're doing, you know what I mean? I tell people, I was like, no, you know, play the game. And I say that because you have to learn what works and what doesn't. I think I've done everything in the past like 15 years. I've been digitally painting.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, it's like a lot of them years, bro, was I was not growing. I was not progressing, man.
I feel you.
You know, but you know how it is, man. You just go. And then next thing you know, you combine all the stuff you've learned. That's what I think it's about.
It. Yeah. And it all
combine everything. Yeah. Or just like, you know, you have some bands, you know, they make that album that is like a fusion of everything that they've liked. You know, they hit that checkpoint where you're like, okay, wow, this, you know, some like it's like, man, I feel that in my life that it's like wherever you're trying to go or whatever you're trying to do, if you're trying to make your best work, I feel like half the time you already made your best work. Like I don't know how far into people's career they go to like make the best stuff. Sometimes I feel like it's somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean? Because it's not really like a peak thing for me. It's just more like yeah, you know, like this is their work that defines them. You know, the opus, if you will. You know, because I feel like a magnum opus is not about like how beautiful it is. I think it's more about like you're like, okay, this is really the NOSHI piece. This is the most Michael Jackson album out of all the Michael Jackson albums. You know what I mean? Or something like that.
That greatest of all time joint.
Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? So things like that.
Man, so I wanna let people know, man. I guess this might be a good time to let them know that we're gonna be seeing more of you, Wes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we definitely gonna be seeing more of you. I don't know what we're gonna call it or how we gonna call it that, but we're gonna start at least getting the word out more, you know, about what you do and maybe, you know, show us some of your secrets in Wes's visual storytelling for dummies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most definitely, man. So, you know, super excited for that, yo. So
yeah. And people, I don't even think people gonna be really understand what we doing until we do it. But I do know this, man. I know that, you know, I'm thoroughly impressed, you know, and I've told you this from the beginning. I'm thoroughly impressed, right, with the skill, with the talent, but not with that, but with the business acumen that you've showed. I do believe that you definitely were deserving to be the winner of the Real Entrepreneur. I told you that personally, and I'm gonna say it again, you know, over the air. I'm proud of you, to be honest with you.
Right? Thank you, man.
Getting to know you as a person and as a growing younger man than me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like big bro. You feel me? Feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
And I see what you're doing, little bro, and I'm proud of it. And I hope that you stick with it. Anything that I could do to help move it along or support it. I'm definitely here. You already know by now. Distance ain't no object for me.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? We are definitely them the little rocks you setting up. I see it.
Yeah. So as I kept developing it, I'm like, okay, there needs to, you know, so this is a good strategy, what y'all seeing. I didn't want to just throw a whole bunch of stuff just off the jump because I'm still trying to figure out what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay. It's a valley with a citadel. Yeah, we know that, but I'm still developing. Like, I'm happy right now. I didn't want to come with the biggest plan in the world because then it wouldn't have been raw. Yeah. But I'm seeing y'all are seeing real time my decision making skills right now where I'm like, okay.
Man. I'm gonna tell you, just from the show, my most when I tell you I was blown away by something you came up with on the show when you did that little cartoon thing for Deanna. Do you remember doing that?
Was it the book?
No. Oh my God, I wish I knew the name, but I think it
was. Oh, you talking about the Blue Shield thing?
Yeah, man.
Well, I don't want to call it thing. I'm sorry, but yeah, her agency.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. No, I appreciate you, man. It's like
honestly, that was nasty.
Thank you, man. And bro. And what we did that at what, like
at like
4 in the morning? That was like 2 in the morning. For people that are watching, I go, y'all don't understand how TV works. I'm saying that now, being on it, it's like, bro, we that day that DJ is talking about is like we We left the Airbnb at what? We left the Airbnb at like 10 in the morning. Like no, like 11.
Yeah, about 11.
Dr. Pitts, Dr. Pitts, okay, he's like, it's gonna be a long day, y'all. You know what I mean? So we're like, okay.
Like 6 that morning, bro.
We got back at 6 in the morning. I was so fried. I was so fried. And we got up at like noon.
And still got up. Yep,
still got up, dude.
Yeah. But it was funny because maybe about 3/4 of the way into the show, what I realized was that, how much mental fortitude it was going to take to make it through. And that's when people started really impressing me. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you again, man, because you start seeing the real habits that go behind the entrepreneur. Habits like getting to bed on time. Habits like getting to bed early. You know what I'm saying? And I called you Papa West on the show because homeboy got to bed on time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, man.
But I love to see that because that's how I am every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the bed, but I'm up first thing in the morning, 4 or 5 in the morning, ready to get that day started. You know what I'm saying? And so it's so much respect to you. I'm sorry, from entrepreneur to entrepreneur. About that. How exciting was it when you found out you were the winner?
Real time. Let's say it this way, man. It's like I'm not saying it in a cocky way that I already thought I was gonna win, but it's like it was just I the way sorry. I'm breaking character. I know you're DJ missionary right now. I'm breaking character, man.
Yeah, y'all feeling West. I know the real.
Dog, I'm watching my words, dog. I think I don't know, man. I think like when you know what? Since we're here, can you tell them your hero ending on the show? Because they don't know about that. I said this man left like a hero, dude. that was TV. That was TV right there.
I tell you, like watching that over again, it was almost like an out of body experience, man. Like I knew I had did it, but it didn't really. I don't think it registered to me till I came back, and everybody was like, "What happened?" And then I had to explain to him, like what happened. But to be honest with you, Wes, like even after I walked off, and I was even telling people at the show then, Jadam and all of them, right? I'm like, I feel good walking off because I feel like we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. Connecting, right? And at the same time, I felt like the grand prize was still in good hands. Like,
sure.
I could live with that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was no need for me to put myself in battle, especially against my brother. You know what I'm saying? And my sister, right? I don't even want that kind of battle. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, for real. And once I see how deserving y'all were, man, y'all worked hard. Like, I thought I worked hard, and I did work hard because I ain't even gonna lie.
You do. You really did, man.
Man, coming and hopping around on them crutches and stuff, man. Like that.
For real.
Like, it really wasn't. But at
dog, I'm saying you had to be a fan. You had to be a fan favorite in the sense of like just diligence, man, and just dedication. Because some people, bro, I swear, it's not a guy or girl thing, but I'm saying some people would have just been like, "Yo, I need to go."
Yeah.
For real. So I'm saying, man, I was like, bro, like you, I know that you were a fan favorite in a category, man, because I was like, bro, that was raw. You know what I mean? Like you thugged it out.
Yeah, literally.
Right.
Yeah, literally. But like I said, by the time we got to that last day, I felt like my job was complete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, for my brother, you know what I'm saying, to bring that home, and for that kind of light to be shining on you as a young man of color. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
I was really proud of you. Continue to, you know what I'm saying, be proud of you. And like I said, I just want to say that on air. Oh my God, Wes, you throwing so much detail. I see the grass sprouting up on this joint.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. So now I'm adding the elements of like, okay, this is a controlled area. You know what, bro? Now as I'm developing it, this is actually dangerous. I don't think you could simply get there. Like all these pillars, okay, you see the rock formations, but them pillars they all digital. They all like you being watched, you being monitored. So if you're a buster, you're not gonna get very far.
Right. Wow.
So I'm assuming like the minute you walk through, it's like you scan through them 2 pillars right there, and then it's like I don't know. I feel like that this giant orb, this thing could probably zap you right there. This look like the thing from Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah. I can see
that could be the eye or something. So I'm thinking like, okay, they're like, hello, you came to the valley. Well, welcome to get to the citadel.
Right.
You know, because I was thinking of adding some people, but I go, okay, we getting a little too ahead of ourselves, you know, just yet. But yeah, man, no, like you're saying, just with the show, it was just such a blessing. Yeah. And of course, shout out my mom, man. It's like we I'm trying to think. My mom told me, you know, when it started, because no, my bad. I'm just thinking of the way to present what I'm gonna say. Okay. Is when I got the opportunity, man, is like I was at a store called Classette, and I need to put them on the map too. God bless them. God bless Fonnie, the director. Fonnie is the showrunner of, and Classette is the store. Okay. And God bless him because he has a event that he calls a mixer, where he has DJs come. Classette is a streetwear boutique. Okay. CLOSETTE, Classette 323. Look it up. Yeah. Okay. So. I was there because I like the artist there, and you know, he's cool. That's my element. So they were doing casting at the studio called Space 323. Shout out them too, right next to Classette. Oh, right. So you know, everyone's out there just celebrating, vibing, you know. And I'm promoting my artwork, man, because there's a lot of artists and people that like art. That's the place to sell. Right. Or that was the place to promote my stuff. Okay. So Jeremiah Bullock, shout out the Bullock family, shout out Miss Jamie Bullock and yeah. So Jeremiah Bullock, he saw me, man, and he was like, "Oh, hey, are you an entrepreneur?" I'm like, "Yes." You know what I mean? Because I wasn't really grooving at the moment. I'm just like, you know, and I forgot I was an entrepreneur till I was on the show, because I'm like, oh, I'm just trying to flip this artwork, trying to make some money, trying to get some supporters on Instagram, and then you know, he was like, "Hey, bro, we're doing casting. Come upstairs." Then of course, like, you know, it's funny because I you know, some of my boys were there and they're just like, "Oh yeah, man." Well, you know, it's funny because I go, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna go up there with you." You know what I mean? So, and then I was like, "Weslie, take your behind up there, bro, waiting for your friends." If I waited for my homies, dog, I wouldn't have been talking to you right now.
Hey, you feel? But ain't that a lesson for life? Ain't that a lesson?
Right. They're all good. But I was like, Weslie, bro, go upstairs, man.
You
know,
go by yourself, man. Like, right. Sometimes you gotta take that step forward. So
yeah. So it's like day one, and Miss Jamie could say it's like, I met Doc, went through the process, and then I that night I gave some artwork to Dr. Pitts, to Jeremiah, and you know, and then another gentleman called K. Shari, another just talented. He was on season 2. Right, talented gospel rapper, and I'm manifesting this here, man. He is a you know, just prophet with the word. So you know, I'm thankful I got to meet him, you know, and they all believed in me. I'm telling you, K. Shari, he told me he believed in me from when he saw me. Wow. You know what I mean? So we went through process, you know, step 1 and 2, and then you know, we were on the show, and then I met you. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I had to say that, man. Just
we couldn't get rid of each other on the show, could we?
right. No, it was amazing, man. But yeah, so going back, the reason why I said that, man, is because I told my mom, I'm like, oh, hey, I'm on the I got greenlit, you know, to be on the show. No. I think, how did the process go? Did Dr. Pitts give everyone the Zoom? No, never mind. I hope I'm sure the process for the future shows are going to be different, but
yeah, I know that he gave from our casting, it was a certain number. I can't remember
Nah.
what the number was, but it was a
Yeah.
certain number of us that he gave the Zoom to.
For sure. Right. So I say that because, you know, it's like he gave us that, you know, and then I told my mom, you know, and she's like, Wesley, like, God doesn't dangle keys in front of you. She said, God doesn't dangle keys in front of you. She's like, okay, so I'm giving you that comfort, you know, that you're gonna be fine. But she told me, she said, Wesley, you need to be alert. You know, like the verse, First Peter. You know, she was like, hey, be sober minded, be alert. You know what I mean? Sober minded is a different mentality. You know what I mean? So she said, sober minded is just like you need to see things through. You need to have the humbleness. You know what I mean? Don't overstep. And you know, ignore the metric, follow the protocol, man. That's one of my slogans. You know, she said, do the assignment, follow it, man. And she said, be a sponge, soak in information. Because for those watching, bro, the amount of game that we got put onto, on the Real Entrepreneur, man, that's priceless.
Yeah.
This man, Dr. Pitts, you know, he'll tell you this man has stacks in price to have them in the building or you know what I mean, to even get there. You know, this man's seminars are not cheap, y'all. They're not cheap. They're purposeful, but they have value. That's why they are the amount that they are. You know what I mean? So the fact that this man gave us game as part of the show, I'm telling you, man, you know, it was a little hurdle, dog, because Saturday, you know, the first, like that Saturday of, I was a little bit like, oh man, you know, there's gonna be a challenge after this and da. But I was like, man, I was just too. At that time, man, I something over me, man. I wasn't the best student in high school because I just didn't, you know, back in school in general, I just didn't give myself the attention span because I just wanted to do whatever I wanted. But you know, that time, man, it felt, I don't know, I just like, my mind was just ready to learn because I go, Wesley, you're learning stuff that you're gonna take with you.
I'm going to say, usually when a person starts understanding why they're learning what they're learning, they become better at learning.
Yeah, definitely, man. So
you, I think now, especially now in this part of your life, I think you're understanding a lot more of the whys. You know,
for sure,
definitely, man, Wes, this look good, bro.
Oh, appreciate you, man. Yeah, so we get in there.
I can't wait to go back and watch this again and see how it developed from beginning to end. We got to get ready to close up on the show. But okay, Wes, if you can send me a picture of the final joint, man, and I'm gonna post it. I gotta watch this video again. Like this just went from black and white to out of this world. Like,
appreciate you, man. You know, so like, yeah, you know, and this is you know what we go manifest, you know what I mean? I won't like you, I'll let you tell them when it's time, when it comes to reality, but it's like I know that I'm gonna have way much more time to develop what you just saw here within in less than an hour. You know what I mean? So I just tell people,
and we're gonna figure out how to get this out here more. And honestly, I need to talk to you off air. Yeah, I need to talk to you off air. I want to talk more about your ideas and everything. Listen, everybody, don't forget to go follow NOSHI_plus, right, on Instagram. Check out the LinkedIn, the profile, and the work of NOSHI Labs, visual storytelling, whatever kind of visual you're trying to bring to life, whether it's digital, or animated, or any of the other stuff that I don't know the actual terms of. Talk
no, you hit it, man. You got it.
Wes gonna school us on everything, and we're really gonna take this storytelling to life. I want to remind everybody, make sure you stay tuned in to Total Entertainment Radio. Follow us on our social media, Facebook at Total Entertainment Radio. Follow us on Instagram at the Total ENT Experience. Check out our website. Please check out our website, all of the pages. We got a lot of different events coming up. The first Sunday in September, we start our Sip and Serenade Sundays, karaoke, and open mic at Slade events. Y'all been asking for it. It's finally here. Me, your boy DJ Dr. Missionary, alongside with B. Norman himself, the legendary karaoke host. Okay, Wes, I see you.
There you go.
It is still 3, 2, 1. We got it.
I don't know if you see it. It's camera bright heck, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, make sure y'all meet us down at Slade Events, man. Over in Roseville, man, every first Sunday for Sip and Serenade Sundays, man. It's gonna have a ball open mic. If you want to sign up for the open mic, give us a call at 313-217-1588. After that, we got before that, we got Praise in the Park this weekend. If you're not doing anything this weekend, we're gonna have our annual Praise in the Park service this weekend at the Mac Alive organization. Make sure y'all meet us down there. Sweetest Day. It's going down on Sweetest Day, man. Sweet Nothings and stand-up comedy show by Total Entertainment Radio. We already got the comedians lined up, ready to go for y'all. Renee Drake, D Pounds, Durante Jenkins. They already writing their jokes and stuff already. So you know we're gonna have a ball again. And make sure y'all sign up for Making the Mogul. That cast call will be that day, man. If you're interested in signing up, man, we're gonna go ahead and do our thing. Weslie, man, thank you so much, man. This right here is legendary. What we're doing right now is about to jumpstart something totally new and storytelling for us and our people. And I'm so excited, honored, and blessed to have you on the show. Thank you again for carving out time, man. I definitely appreciate it, man. And we're gonna have you back as soon as possible. Like I keep telling y'all, be on the lookout. Wes gonna be back on Total Entertainment Radio, schooling us on this visual storytelling. Look at that. I need 3 seconds to look at that. That's beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's cold. That's cold. Hey, listen, we got to sign off. Once again, I'm your boy, DJ Dr. Missionary. Weslie Alberty of NOSHI Labs right here signing off, man. And we'll holler at y'all later, man.
All right.
All right.